Okay, the last thing I want to cover today is the what we do from bottom. All right, we drill these bottom moves every practice, and Brody's going to show us a stand up, and we're going to do 3 moves. There's going to be a stand up, switch, and a sit out, turn in, and then later we're going to show you how we drill them all together. So first we're going to start off with just a stand up. So Brody, go ahead and take us through it. See how he does the chop there, pushes down the arm, gets it, chops right in. Now if the guy comes around and gets go back down, Brody. The guy gets a tight waist on him when he comes up. You know, where he's got his hands locked. Brody's come on up, Brody, and he gets his hands locked. He's gonna get a 2-on-1 situation and push it down into his back pocket, turning his hip into him and chopping. All right, good. That's good, Brody. All right. Okay. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna show the next move that we do from our bottom. And like I said earlier with the takedown series, you always should have like 3 to 5 core moves from every position, especially bottom and neutral. Okay, Trevor's going to do a switch. So Trevor, go ahead and take us through it. See how he crosses his hand there? All right, nice. All right, some of the key elements there. Come back and get reset, Trevor. There's like three parts to this thing. The first thing he's going to do is going to kind of squat, and he's going to move his left hand under his right hand, and he's going to squat like he's pissing on a hydrant at the same time. All right, that's all one move. And the second move is kind of a hip heist out to the side. Boom, keeping control. Third move is keeping control of that wrist there and pulling on that inside of that knee, pulling himself around. Now he's applying pressure there with that on that shoulder when he does that. All right, one more time all the way through, Trevor. Good. All right, the last thing that we do from the bottom to drill every practice is sit out, turn in. And Trevor's going to go ahead and he's going to show us what a sit out, turn in looks like. Go ahead, Trevor. All right, great. Let's go over some of those key elements there. Come back, get set. All right. The first thing he's doing, notice he's going to knee slide out real hard before he sits out. He's clearing his hips away from his opponent. See that knee slide? Real hard knee slide out. Okay? He wants to clear his hips. Now notice his arm, his left arm is blocking down while his right arm is pushing down on his opponent's wrist into his crotch real hard. Okay? As he's doing that, he's going to go ahead and tripod to his head. And he's going to keep circling until he gets clear, and then he's going to come back. There you go. Nice. All right. We're just going to show it one more time all the way through. Make it look pretty, right? Nice. Good job, boys. Okay. Heads up, boys. Okay. Now, we've done our sit-up, turn in. Sometimes it's easy. Some guys are pretty, good at wrestling, just like you are, and they might try to follow you. And if they follow you too hard, you can hit what's called a Peterson from a sit-out turn in. All right, so Trevor's going to actually get his head up when he does this. There you keep Trevor. All right, and he's going to go ahead and show us how that looks. All right, go ahead and face this, Trevor. Notice how he catches a 2-on-1, okay? And he's going to push that 2-on-1 down hard into his crotch, just like that. All right, that prevents the other guy from rocking him through or anything like that. Now, he can finish this if he gets settled in there by keeping the one wrist tight and then taking his arm closer to the head and scooping the head and rocking his hips. All right, keeping that arm. That will get you a pin pretty much every time. Okay, now that we've drilled the 3 individual moves from the bottom that we do, now what we do is we do a drill that we chain all of them together. All right, and I generally will shout out what I want them to do. Like I'll say, stand up to a switch to a sit out, turn in. And if they catch the Peterson, they catch the Peterson. If they get the sit up, turn in, they get the sit up, turn in. It all depends on what the dummy wrestler on top is doing. And the guy on top has to be a good partner. He has to know that he has to at least counter the first 2 moves and then let the third move be finished, okay? Because this is a drill. All right, Trevor, go ahead and show us how this looks.
What was the combination?
Oh, we're going to do a stand up to a switch to a sit out, turn in. Ready? Go. Nice. Same thing. Alright, back up just a little bit there on the black mat. There you go, good. Alright, gonna do the same thing. He's gonna, now, this time, we've gone through the all the different ways, and this time I tell him to go, I usually do this about 3 or 4 different ways. I'll go switch to and it follows you to, and then he pushes into you and gives you a stand up, and then your stand up to a switch. You know, I'll give them all kinds of different scenarios. But the last time I do it, I tell them to just free for all. Just do 2 moves. Top guy, make sure you counter the first 2 moves, and then the third one you finish. And we just do this for 2 minutes straight. You know, so this is how it's going to look. We're going to go through a few rounds of this. Go, Trevor. Good. And then once he gets his finish, he comes back and gets reset. Go. Come on. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We do this for 2 minutes. Alright, gets out. Comes back. Go. Alright, gets reset. Alright, last one. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good. Brody, you do one for us. Free for all, one time. Let's see what you got. Ready? Go. Nice. See how that's done? The guys the top guy's got to be good enough to counter at least the first 2 moves. The bottom guy, you got non-stop movement into those 3 things, okay? And you know, you can do all kinds of different ways of doing this. Whatever 3 bottom moves you want to do, but pick 3 bottoms. I like to do the sit out, the turn in, and the switch and the stand up. They work great together. So that's how that should be drilled from the bottom. That's how these guys have had a lot of success with their wrestling.